Why is Allah making you wait? You've made dua, stayed patient, held on to your values, yet you hear nothing. Not from them, not from Allah, just silence. You see them online, active, even happy, but they're not texting you. You're questioning everything. Did I matter at all? Was it just one-sided? Is Allah testing me or denying me? Why is it always me waiting while others get love effortlessly? You've tried letting go, but deep down you feel they were meant for you. So what gives? You think they forgot you. You think they've moved on. But what if I told you Allah is just pausing them, so they come back better, and this time they make the first move? Right now, deep inside, you're probably asking, why is Allah silent when I keep praying for this person? Why do I feel so strongly for someone who keeps ignoring me? Did I make it all up in my head? Was the connection even real? If they're meant for me, why hasn't anything changed? You've made dua, you've waited, you've stayed halal, kept your heart clean, trusted the process. But every day they don't reach out. It feels like a rejection, like maybe you're the only one holding on. And in those quiet moments, Shaitan whispers, you're not worth it. They don't care. Move on. Allah's not listening. But deep down, you still feel it. A pull, a connection, a certainty that Allah placed them in your life for a reason. And that confusion, that delay, that's what's breaking your heart the most. Point 1, Allah's delay is not denial. It's divine preparation. You've prayed, you've cried, and yet the silence continues. But understand this, when Allah delays something, He's not saying no, He's saying not yet. Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah 2216, but perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you know not. Right now, Allah might be protecting you from a version of them that's immature, arrogant, or not spiritually ready. They may have ego, emotional blocks, or even sins that would damage you. You don't see it, but Allah does. This waiting period is not passive, it's strategic. It's Allah saying, let me polish them in silence, so when they come to you, they'll come corrected. Point 2, you're being prepared too, so you stop chasing and start attracting. This isn't just about them, it's about you. Allah doesn't want you begging for love. He wants you to grow into the kind of person who commands love, not chases it. You needed to unlearn your emotional dependence. You needed to break the cycle of chasing emotionally unavailable people. And most importantly, you needed to put your trust in Him, not them. Surah Ash-Shar 94:5-6 reminds us, verily with hardship comes ease. Allah is softening your heart, but strengthening your boundaries. He's teaching you to value yourself, so that when your person returns, they see someone who knows their worth, and they step up. And when that happens, you won't even need to reach out. They'll do it first, willingly, respectfully. Point 3, Allah changes hearts instantly. When the time is right, we often forget. It only takes a moment for Allah to flip a heart. The Prophet said, the hearts of the children of Adam are between 2 fingers of the most merciful. Muslim, you may think they've forgotten you, but Allah can cause one moment, one dream, one memory, one hardship to soften their heart. Suddenly they'll miss you, they'll think of you, and they'll reach out, not out of loneliness, but because Allah put the urge in their soul. This is why you must stay patient. It's not about effort, it's about divine timing. The connection that's meant for you can go silent for months or years. But when Allah says now, they will contact you, and they will make the first move. Point 4, they'll come back humbled, or they won't come at all, and that's a blessing too. Here's the truth, when your person returns, it won't be with pride. It will be with humility, sincerity, and a heart that knows your worth. If Allah truly wrote them for you, they'll return changed. If not, then someone better, someone written in Qadr, will appear without confusion. Your job isn't to obsess over the how or when. Your job is to surrender and keep improving yourself in the meantime, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes Allah removes people to make room. Sometimes He delays them to test your heart. But when it's right, It happens easily, not through force, not through begging, but through divine alignment. Point 5. Trust Allah more than you trust your feelings. Feelings lie, ego screams, loneliness blinds. But Allah, He never fails. You may feel like reaching out. You may feel like just checking in. But real trust says, Ya Allah, if this person is written for me, soften their heart and let them come to me. And if they're not, remove this desire from mine. That's real love. That's real surrender. And when you show Allah that your hope is in Him, not a human, He rewards that faith in ways beyond your imagination. So stop doubting. Stop checking their status. Stop asking when. Just whisper, Ya Allah, I leave it to you, and watch what happens. The missed call that changed everything. A sister named Amina once shared this story. She had feelings for a brother she met during a youth Islamic seminar. They connected on a deep spiritual level, shared dreams, goals, and even prayed to Hajjud, asking Allah for guidance. But suddenly, he disappeared. No texts, no calls, no explanation. Amina was crushed. She kept asking, Ya Allah, if he wasn't meant for me, why did you let me feel something so strong? Months passed. She moved on, or at least tried to. She blocked him, focused on her deen, started memorizing more Quran, and kept whispering, if he's written for me, bring him back with honor. If not, remove the desire. Then one evening during Ramadan, she got a missed call from an unknown number. It was him. He left a voice message, choking back tears. Amina, I had to become the man I promised you I'd be. I wasn't ready then, but Allah didn't let your name leave my heart. Can we talk? She didn't chase, she trusted. And Allah flipped his heart in a single moment when it was finally right. So never underestimate the power of Allah to change a heart, a path, or a person instantly. You don't need to force it. You just need to have faith in the one who writes every reunion before it even begins. So if you're still waiting, still wondering why they haven't reached out, remember Allah never forgets a heart that remembers Him. He sees your patience, He knows your pain, and He is preparing something far better than what you keep chasing. Sometimes Allah holds someone back, not to hurt you, but to heal both of you separately, so that the reunion is pure, purposeful, and written in peace. That person you're thinking about, if they're truly written for you, they will return. And not just return, they'll make the first move. Not because you chased, but because Allah drew their heart back to you at the perfect time. So don't give up on your dua. Don't lose faith in the waiting. Remember, Allah may delay, but He never denies. Keep making dua. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment below, I fully trust Allah's timing. Because before something great happens, Allah always makes your heart greater first.